Welcome back to Downstairs and Dragons, where we play D&D in our basement as per tradition. This is episode 28 of Lost and Finders. We've had a really long break between episodes, but we are back at it in Hrive Toina, the Wood Elven city. So let's go see our player characters. We have Dieter playing Kieran, Josh playing Ixildor, Adler playing Phlebotomist, and we are missing Nat, who plays Quella. You guys had met some of Kieran's friends in Hrive Toina, and now we're going to go meet Quella's friends in Hrive Toina. Do you remember why that is?
She's looking for that
old lady.
Agatha.
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 Did you just mess up my own? I feel like you messed me up now. Agatha. Quella is looking for Agatha, who was her guardian, and then suddenly just disappeared 2 years ago.
And an incredible novelist.
What? Why?
Agatha Christie.
I'm gonna beat you up. Okay. So, let's talk about Hrive Toina. Let's get a picture painted of Hrive Toina while I pick out your music for today.
Also a Pokemon master.
God.
Was she Elite 4 of Kanto?
Yeah.
Ghost one, right?
Ghost, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Mostly poison, really. But first gen, really limited.
This Wood Elven city has all of its buildings made out of living trees. As the trees grew, they grew in ways that shaped walls and windows and door frames. And everywhere you look, there is brown and green and even some yellow and pink flowers all over the place. You guys were kind of in the middle of town, heading to the north to speak to Kieran's circle of the Golden Hive, but you didn't make it there before you ran into your teacher, Favarian, and then met into your rival, Isacil, where you declared switches at dawn.
She's gonna go down!
We don't get to see what that is until dawn. You have some time left today, and it will be the last day of Flame Rule, and tomorrow is a holiday, Midsummer. So, to finish up your day, Quella is going to lead you to the east side of town, which is where you found out the refugees have moved in since the spell plague. Refugees are coming from a southern town named Ete de Seldarine, or Star Falls. We'll just call it Star Falls from now on. She's headed to some people that she knew, but you can tell she feels a little lost in town because really she only went one direction every time she came here. And so, very much like our ditzy cute Quella, she is wandering back and forth to try to take you in the right direction.
I think everyone should roll perception,
Yeah.
see if they notice.
I had a 14.
I got a 17.
Oh, both of you notice. I've a decanter of endless water with its stopper taken off. It's just gurgling down my leg. I'm just trailing water everywhere I go.
Why do you look like you've pissed yourself?
It's not on the inside, it's on the outside. You know how penises work, don't you?
I don't know how your penis works.
Well, let's keep it that way, right?
I'd agree.
So why are you spilling all your endless water all over the place?
Did you just say urine?
I said your endless water.
Well, okay, it threw me off a bit.
Why are you...
Where are we going?
This way, I think. I recognize this walkway. We're gonna take it.
Quella, we passed by that tree twice now.
Well, then we won't pass by that tree again.
Do you know where you're going?
Excuse me. I know where I'm going.
Where is that
We're
exactly?
going this way. We're going this way. And she heads forward. I'm gonna have her roll survival.
Do not get lost in the city.
She makes her way. She just, at this point, she's just like, well, I know which way east is because I'm a ranger, and she just heads east. You guys start entering a part of town where the trees are much younger and the buildings are much smaller and what you would call quaint for a forest of wood elves. Especially because you're noticing there are less wood elves around. There are more high elves walking around, noses up, not paying attention to you and acting like they are living in a gem-covered city. But
are we shopping along the way?
do you need to? Oh, that's right, you did.
Just because we did off camera.
Yes, our players shopped off camera, so they're going to have some new items to show you coming up. We will get into that later, but yes. What?
I was just...
Oh, I thought you were waving like, Samantha, I want to talk. And I was like,
No,
what?
no.
Okay. First time DMing in like, what, 6 months? Gosh, this
Yeah.
is weird. Okay. So you guys head forward, following Quella as she leads you through these small buildings, and at this point she knows right where she's going. And the High Elves are kind of looking at your half-elf friend, your Eladrin friend, and your gnome friend like,
Oh look, immigrants.
Hi, immigrants.
Are you low elves now that you lost your home?
No, they're high immigrants.
Oh, come now, fellas. Show some respect.
High refugees?
Stop while you're behind.
Maybe they're just high. Can I have what you're smoking? And take out my magic pipe and
I know who you are, I'm not going to dignify you with an answer. And she walks on.
You dignify me with that sweet little rump of yours.
Wow.
Oh, God.
And she turns to get out of your sight. Oh my god.
You just sexually harassed an immigrant.
Isn't that what you're supposed to do? They're not really immigrants. They've been here for hundreds
Karen,
of
don't
years.
be gross. Just stop.
But it's so fun.
We're here now, and there's children around, so you need to watch your language.
Well, you cannot watch language. It is sound.
Oh my god. Just be quiet. And
Why would I do that?
you guys are coming up to a very large building with lots of cute little windows, and you can see that there are children kind of in the building picking up things and running around and talking to each other. They're not like sitting orderly in their desks. And very quickly you almost see like the door opened by a moon elf, and all the children run out and yay! And they're all running out and they're leaving, and you can tell this is the end of the school day. Quella sees the person standing there and goes, "Hey, remember me?" And what you're seeing is a male moon elf with long black hair, dusky indigo skin, and his eyes are deep ocean blue. And as he speaks, his voice sounds much more like a cello than mine can. But he's like, "Why yes, Quella. What can I do for you, my dear?" Have you
She's
seen...
lost her marbles. Do you know where they are?
No, Kieran. I'm looking for Agatha. Have you seen Agatha? No, I haven't. Why don't you all come in? Do you want to come in? Class is over. You can come in.
Oh,
I'm already walking in.
I suppose I shall follow suit.
Hello, little one. Hello. Hello, Kieran.
water gushing down the side. All right, I'll come in.
Yes. Anyway, my name is Lakir Mirthor, or Mr. Mirthor, as he points to it written in Elvish on the board in chalk. I am Mr. Mirthor. I teach at the school here, and who are you? What are your names?
I thought you knew who I was.
I know who you are, Kieran.
He's Kieran.
I am Ixildor. This is Phlebotomus.
I'm Phlebotomus. Hi.
Nice to meet you. Well, so...
And this is Phlebotomus Jr.
Oh, that's yes. He's my gnome son.
Ah! Gnome son.
Oh, you should enroll him in classes here.
Oh, is your school open? Is it open for enrollment?
I have always openings for children, but I'm afraid we are bursting at the seams.
Oh. Why don't you just... My son's a high achiever. Would some...
Yeah, he flies.
Would some, ching-ka-ching...
Why don't we...
Gosh.
Grease your palms
That
a
sounds
little?
like a great thing to talk about after the holidays. As you can see, there's going to be a long weekend starting tomorrow and the day afterwards, so maybe in a couple days we
I'm
talk
just
about
taking out my bag of gold and jangling it.
it. Quella, can you and your friends tell me how you got here? Well, we came from Oakhurst. Yes.
On foot.
Is there more to that story?
Well,
I
we
haven't
walked.
seen...
Phlebotomus, do you have any jerky?
It's mine.
Ah.
Well, why don't we start with how you and Quella are acquainted?
Oh, yes. So, that's a long story, but the easiest way to put it is that I knew Agatha, and Agatha stopped by every few years to ask questions about the area, what's going on, and we'd point her to trade goods that she could receive.
Oh, what did Agatha look like?
Oh, that's an interesting question. Well, and Quella's like, why don't you just ask me that? Well, Agatha was a half-elf, and her hair was kind of graying, but she had mostly blonde hair. And she started, looking her age. I'm not actually sure I know how old she was. 100? Lakir goes, oh no, she'd have to be older than that. She was alive during the spell plague. Actually, she was quite old for a half-elf. Because I think when the spell plague hit, she was in her 20s. So she'd have to be 170.
Ooh.
That's pretty young, right?
Not
for
for
a
half
elven. No.
Oh. So really fucking old for you.
Well, I'm only 73.
Oh.
Well, she didn't look that much older than Ixildor. Like, no, she looked maybe 10 years older than Ixildor. Lakir's like, yeah, she did age very slowly. It was very strange. I wonder if she had a long life of elves.
Rolling insight.
On
This is some weird, some strange inflection in his voice.
I have a 17.
Where are my skills? Here we go. Insight. +4. 18.
He seems as confused by the idea as you. Not that I'm trying to put words in your mouth, but I can't really describe it any other way. He's just like, that is weird, isn't it? Scrunches his face, can't really seem to make sense of it, but also doesn't care a whole lot. Yes, well, I know Quella through Agatha, because, Quella, you never really spoke much. You just kind of stopped by, and are you feeling all right? She's like, yeah, I'm feeling fine. So you haven't seen Agatha in the last 2 years? No, I'm afraid not. But that's not weird for her to disappear. She disappeared for about 50 to 100 years. I assume that she went up to Mithranor where she met you. But I don't actually know. We never spoke of that.
So when was the last time you've seen her then?
I don't know, about 5 years ago? Before the last shield meet, definitely. Quella, are you sure you're feeling alright? And she's like, I'm just gonna sit down in this desk over here. That's...
Do you need any water? Just gushing out constantly.
Yes, please, but not like that.
Fire hose.
And you hit her and she actually gets knocked over and is sitting there not able to get back up.
Oh.
Are you alright?
That's...
Excuse me, Geyser is the commander.
I'm just feeling really dizzy right now.
Well, now you're feeling wet.
You seemed like you were having some sort of headache when you were shopping. Do you want me to take a look at you?
Yeah. Yeah, you, not Kieran.
Okay. All right,
Do you need assistance?
Kieran, go stand in the corner somewhere.
Which corner?
That one.
Okay.
Over there. Thank
I
you.
go over there.
Water's spilling out.
So do you want to roll medicine then?
Yeah. That's gonna be a 12.
Okay. She has a quickened pulse. She's clammy, sweaty, getting a fever, but ultimately, no wounds, no, you're not seeing signs of illness, more just like her body is unwell.
Well, you didn't happen to eat anything off recently, did you?
No. I didn't even eat any of Kieran's food.
Okay, when did this start?
I mean, I've been feeling off since we talked to that, Aura Patter and Cowabunga, and then I felt fine, and then I felt sick again when we were talking about Mithranor, and, so I just kind of thought I had a cold or something. But, this is the worst it's been so far.
Yeah, this is not great. This is...
I'm just gonna sit down here for a little bit.
Should push her on her stomach until she farts.
No!
No, that's... Go back in your corner.
I'm still in my corner.
Lakir actually comes over to you, Kieran, and he goes, as serious as you can you explain to me, what's been going on with all of you? has she come in contact with any poisons or any weird plants in the forest? Anything weird?
Oh, right. So we came in contact with a horribly evil vampire tree.
Ah! Fascinating.
It wasn't particularly poisonous. She didn't make direct contact with it.
Okay, that must not be it. Well, what would suddenly make her feel ill today?
Oh, there was the mushroom forest in the underground. But that was a while ago. Those are...
None of you are feeling ill?
No. Could it have something to do with the bow she's carrying? She did recently acquire that.
Ah! Well, it is probably the most expensive thing I've ever seen them carry. Agatha was very,
frugal.
Yes, frugal. Yeah, it's very strange. It seems that she shed off most of the things that were very valuable. Last time I saw her, she was carrying very valuable things, but not last time I saw her. Last time I saw her in Star Falls, she was carrying very expensive things, and then she disappeared. 50, 100 years later, she shows up and is just, wearing typical peasant's clothing. But none of you are sick, so I don't think she ate something or got close to something. I know of someone who we can call. I'm gonna go fetch that person. She's currently a cleric of Hanali and may be able to do some healing magic. I will be back. And he leaves you guys in the school building with Quella.
I'm an archdruid. I can heal her.
Well, do it already.
Alright.
I wanna find Agatha. I just find
No, I don't think she's here.
Agatha.
Here, good berry.
She eats it. No change.
Okay, so that's one berry. Try again.
She's slowly eating them and is not experiencing any change.
I'm gonna try.
Do you feel full?
Yes.
Do you feel like extremely full?
I feel like nauseous. I feel like nope. I feel numb, like tingly, like I can't feel parts of my body.
Is it localized anywhere?
No.
Well, I gave you enough food to fill an elephant.
I'm gonna try doing detect magic as a ritual on her.
Okay. So you're gonna spend 10 minutes doing that, which gives Lakir enough time to go get someone.
While he's doing that, I'm also going to use one of my divine sense. I want to see if she's been like possessed by something, possibly. So I can detect celestials, fiends, undead, or consecration or desecration within 60 feet of me.
There is nothing in her, but there is a celestial in the bow.
Interesting.
Maybe if you eat another berry. You need the calories. I've got about 6 more here.
Yeah, I'll take them all. And she's very slowly eating them over the 10 minutes. And
I will go ahead.
I've never seen anyone eat more than 3.
And just to be safe, from my ring of spell storing, I will cast protection from good and evil
okay.
upon her.
Okay. So, Lakir comes back with a young sun elf with rich raspberry-colored hair, golden skin that's curly and up in a bun. She has orange eyes that pierce the darkness of the schoolroom as the sun is going down. And she comes in and she has robes of like multiple colors, like that flow behind her as she walks. If anyone knows about the goddess Hanali of beauty, this is very classic for a cleric of the goddess of beauty. So this
Walking into a muddy classroom because it's filled with water.
hello, I am Aveska. Where? Look here. Quella! Hi! It's you. Yeah, okay, I can do this. This is fine.
You want a good berry?
Why, thank you.
Oh, well, Quella's got them. I think she's got one left.
Well, that's okay. And
Can you heal my gnome son as well while you're here? Look, he's very not beautiful.
How about we deal with Quella first?
Oh, alright, I suppose.
So she comes down and she takes Quella's hands, checks her face, touches her hair, and Quella goes, mm-mm. And it's just like, are you going to let me do this or not? And Quella's like, I don't know.
Let the medicine worker work the medicine.
And Aveska is like, where's Agatha? And Quella is back. I don't know where she is. I'm looking for her. Last time I saw her, it was the day I turned 100. And then she was just gone, and so I'm trying to find her. And as she's talking about Agatha, she's getting more and more pale, more and more weak. The more she talks about Agatha, the more she's breaking down. And Aveska sits back and watches this.
Maybe we should change the subject.
Are you all looking for Agatha?
Oh, she doesn't take hints very well, does she? Maybe we should change the subject.
Well, no, I want to see if this is the cause.
Oh, that's a good point.
Let's find out.
Let's see.
What's another?
If Agatha is the same age as Ixeldor, maybe they could shack up a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Kieran.
She's 120 years older than me.
Is she now?
Apparently.
I wasn't
Oh no,
really.
she's 100 years older than you.
I wasn't.
Oh, only
190.
21 plus 150.
Oh, 170. So yeah.
Yeah.
About 100 years.
Is that a lot for half elves?
Well, we live about until our 2nd century, but not much older than that.
Well, maybe she's looking for a husband. Right? You're a strapping young man. Would you like to be
Not interested.
Mr. Agatha?
Afraid not.
Lakir, why don't you tell us some more stories about Agatha and we'll see what happens to Quella? And Lakir goes, well, that's not really my place.
It's for science.
That's for Agatha to talk about. We don't really, she didn't share much about her life.
Insight roll.
Yeah, insight.
You have an 11.
Oh god.
3.
I got a 3 as well.
You guys actually all know that high elves are very reserved and conservative. They don't share a lot of private information. But Kieran, this guy said that he knew her from Star Falls, so he probably has his own recollections of her.
Oh, you met her in Star Falls.
Yes, I actually didn't know her before the spell plague. I met her because of the spell plague. After it swept through the city and destroyed it, we were some of the few survivors. And
2 ships passing in the night. Romantic interlude.
my wife is at home and could also tell you stories about
3 ships passing in the night.
about the young half-elf that we met. She was a cleric of Relent at the time, and when I met her, she was covered in blue scars from the spell plague flames. She was thrust into a position of protecting us, as she was one of the few left alive who could perform magic. And she was what I would call our counselor, our shaman, something, lower than an elected official. But she led all of us for about 10 years during the spell plague, got us back on our feet, and then the islands came crashing down at the end of the spell plague. And took out everything we tried to build up of Star Falls. So she issued the command for all of us to come here to Hrive Toina to be refugees and peasants. Which I
And
guess
then you became low elves.
was an okay decision. But I haven't seen her since she sent us north. She did not come to Hrive Toina with us.
So, where was Quella during this whole thing? If she's from Mithranor, then...
Well, that would have been 140 years ago.
I see.
Quella, how old are you? 1, 2... She's 12 years old. 1, 0, 2.
102.
Well, Quella has the same memories of...
Agatha told me not to go to the middle of Winterwood. Is it because that's where she's from?
Middle of Winterwood.
Yes, Star Falls is in the middle of Winterwood.
Oh.
Well, not quite middle. I would say almost middle. It was quite a large territory. It was a metropolis for elves, the capital city for all of the elves in the area. From the wood elves here in Hrive Toina, to the sea elves in the Lake of Steam, to the Avariel to the east. They all paid homage to Star Falls, the city of our high elves. It was a gem and is now gone. Anyway, it's hard to be bitter about these things for too long. It's bad for the skin. I'm sorry for being so negative. I am living my best life here as a teacher of our high elves here in Hrive Toina.
I thought you were a moon elf.
Moon elf is a high elf.
That's true.
I mean, we just had the seasons in the Feywild. Why do you have all these different kinds of elves?
Do you have any more questions for me? I think we need to get Quella to a bed to rest.
I think that is a wonderful idea.
Yes.
I suppose the only other question I have, and you may not have the answer to it, but what is making Starfall's home now? What's living there?
Why would Quella be instructed never to go into the middle of the woods?
I've heard rumors that monsters and things have moved in.
Oh, it's just wild territory then. Alright.
So is there a reason no one's tried to go back there?
There's nothing left. The spell plague with its blue flames came over and killed any magic and anyone with magic. And for some reason the ground split into many pieces, and great big isles of dirt and ruin lifted into the air and floated around for about 10 years. During that time we dug up old rooms, we rebuilt some of our homes, and then the islands came crashing down and buried all of our work.
You know how gravity works, right?
The spell plague didn't care about gravity.
Alright.
I'm sure you could find some old history books. I know you can find old maps of what it looked like during the spell plague. It's a big, empty crater to the east of Winterwood. But then it filled back in after the spell plague and went back relatively normal. But we lost our entire home. All the ruins, all the vaults, all the temples, everything. Farms, orchards, relics, buried.
That's a tempting target. Then go treasure hunting. Yeah, let's do that. Got anything you want us to bring back for you?
What? No, but, Quella? No answer.
Unfortunate.
Avreska is sitting with Quella's arm limp in her hand.
Oh, is she dead?
Her heart is still beating. She's still breathing, but she does not respond. Well,
Alright, so
this
fix
might
her.
be above my expertise,
Oh.
but I have some ideas. How about you each attune to every magical item she had and see if one of them was cursed?
I like that idea.
Is that the best idea you have?
Yes. Surely she has enough money to pay for one of the hospitals to keep her well fed and alive in this comatose state.
What's she got?
The bow.
Is that it?
The armor.
What about the chicken? Is the chicken actually a demon?
I did not sense any demonic presence from the quail, no.
Do you mean the swan?
The goose,
What?
whatever.
And the swan is just sitting at Quella's feet, resting her head in Quella's lap.
Oh, well, alright, there's the bow. What else has she got?
The Bargist armor. Did you touch the bow?
I'm rifling through her backpack at the moment.
I don't remember what was in her backpack, honestly. I don't think she was attuned to anything else.
The armor required attunement. She didn't have much else for magic items. No.
Alright, well, let's check out the bow then.
So Kieran goes to grab the bow, and the gems break apart and swirl around Quella.
I
So you-
figured that was going to happen.
Hey.
Purple. You have purple gems flying around the room, flying around Quella, until they make a crystalline shape, and you can see the dark swirling image in the middle kind of make a silhouette of a face.
So is this like a floating crystal right now?
Yes.
It is a celestial being that's inhabited this.
Wait, really?
What kind?
I'm not sure.
Oh, you? The bloody hell are you? Hells. The bloody hells are you?
You see it trying to speak, but you hear nothing coming from it. And so you then see it swirl, and the gems break apart again. They swirl around Quella, and they layer all over her body. Mostly her chest and torso, but on her hands, on her head, the back of her head. And you see Quella's head lift up, and her eyes open.
Oh, she's better. Okay, let's go.
No, she's not bad.
What?
Sorry, that was the DM smiling. Quella's soul has broken. She has torn it apart from the inside, and she will not wake.
Wait, so that weird gnome lady that was patting everyone's auras, like she was actually patting people's auras then?
Oh, yes, you didn't know?
Pardon my skepticism.
No, it's real.
Well, we have one talking to bugs, but couldn't tell us what the bugs were saying.
Sorry.
Is it possible to glue her soul back together?
I believe so.
With spirit glue.
Is that made out of unicorn?
Oh, you grind up the hooves.
The hooves.
I do not recommend killing a unicorn. I will take care of Quella's soul and Quella's body, but it will continue to separate while she pursues the separation. Something about her current quest is breaking her, is cursing her, is damaging her soul. And the only way I see to stitch it back together is to give her answers, but the only way to find answers is to keep asking questions, which means Quella cannot be involved in this quest.
That's quite unfortunate.
I'm afraid she will not wake until you find the answers.
Are you thirsty? Would you like some water?
Who are you exactly, mysterious crystalline bow celestial creature?
I was once a psychopomp who ferried souls of the living to the land of the dead. And
We're
souls
dealing
of
with
the
a
dead.
psychopath. Alright,
No,
it's
pomp.
clearly
Psychopomp.
Psychopomp.
pomp and circumstance. Whatever, it's a psycho.
Please continue.
I travel from being to being who requires my protection. I saw Quella's soul cracking, and then today I saw it split. She is broken and will not awake until she has the answer that can make her whole. Words are a powerful magic. If you can find the truth and spin a spell to her with truthful words, she may heal. But you'll need to find the truth and decide what the truth is. Decide what to tell her and what to let her know. Decide what should exist and what should not exist.
Oh, we get to lie to her. I do that all the time. Don't worry.
Hold on now. Hold on.
But we get to.
He may not be wrong.
The truth may be just as painful as not knowing the truth, so it may be up to you to bury the truth or to uncover it. But either way, you need to find the truth.
Oh, specifically.
Or someone.
If not us, then who?
Her. She's the cleric. It's your quest now. Congratulations, you're a holy warrior.
Clerics of Hunley commit to no one other than Hunley.
Well, I think
Oh,
Quella has helped us thus far. I think we owe it a bit to her to see
Yes.
this through, yes?
That's
Obviously.
fair. That's fair.
Moreover, I think we owe it her to tell her the truth, whatever it is.
Agreed.
She was looking for the truth.
The truth is, her. She's got some split ends. It's just driving me crazy. I just want to pluck them out.
That's part of the truth that we don't need to tell. But the rest of it we need to tell.
I'm just trying
Well,
to be
then we
honest.
need to find Agatha.
Yes.
Or at least find some sort of idea of where she might be.
I do not have much more energy. I will reside in the bow, next to the swan and the girl.
All
Come
right.
back if you have questions, but otherwise you know what I've set you on.
Oh, so she's going to be in a coma then?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah,
Oh,
that's what she said.
All right. Well, so I'm just making sure.
That's a fair point.
Cleric of Honolly apparently doesn't care about anybody but Honolly.
Good luck to those of you who care about this girl. And the gems realign into a bow, fall on the floor next to Quella, and Quella falls limp again.
I'll cast levitation.
Limp ragdoll body?
Yep.
Well, I'm gonna have it be cool.
Style.
She just floats like Snow White laying on a casket. Just floats like Sleeping Beauty in a bed. Very, very serene. Perfectly straight. Ready for you guys to float where you need to float.
I'm gonna pick up the bow and balance it on top of her.
And the swan is going to follow.
I'm going to pick up the swan and balance it on top of her.
Like, here goes. Agatha actually has done a lot for me and my family. Let's take her home. To my home, and we will take care of her. And, we'll take her. Let's go. And so he leads you out of the schoolhouse.
All right.
And you guys walk her, through the streets to their home. And
Just tie a rope around her ankle and drag her behind like a balloon.
You're the worst.
The kids are just looking up at us mortified, like.
So you guys head to a home that's been built for the Mirthors. And you arrive, and Lethier's wife, Phaedra, comes out and, oh my gosh! What has happened to dear Quella? Oh no!
Oh, we got the floating corpse.
Oh!
She's not a corpse.
She's not dead.
She's
Well,
alive.
Mostly corpse.
She's just
Or,
unconscious.
sorry. Comatose.
We'll take her to the spare room. We'll take her, Celdrine, Tenevere, get the clean sheets ready, please. And she's taking Quella in.
Here's the rope.
Thank you. He's like,
Brings her in, knocks her head on the door frame.
no. Phlebotomist, I said a name out loud.
What? What?
Celdrine, Tenevere. Sorry, Tevenair. I said it wrong. That's my fault.
Evenair. I recognize that name.
You hear some young adult boys running around getting what their mother has asked. And you hear Celdrine, which is a young teenage moon elf. Teenage, you know what I mean. 100 and something.
Yes.
And he's like, Mom! What happened to Quella? Quella, wake up! Quella, wake up! And they're all panicking in the house and freaking out. And you hear Tevenair going, Celdrine! Celdrine! Stop it!
Hi. I'm
And-
here too.
What are you doing here, Fleabo?
What do you mean, what am I doing here?
What are you doing here, Fleabo?
I'm with Quella. Hi, I didn't know you knew her. You never told me.
What are you doing here?
Why didn't you tell me?
You know these people?
Yes, well, I know Telvier.
So, Tevenair is a male moon elf, about twice Quella's age, so about 200. He's the son of the Mirthor family, and he has, I think I have a description of him in your NPC list, but not Quella's. I can't remember. I think light blue skin, dark blue hair, bright blue eyes.
It doesn't actually describe him physically here.
Cool. Awesome.
He is now described.
He is now described. Very tall. Moon elves, I mean, are a little bit taller. High elves are a little bit taller, but very tall. Could pass for like a blue human. And he comes
Pointed
out.
ears.
Yeah, very pointed ears, very long hair, and you'd almost guess he was a bard because he wears bright and shiny and beautiful clothes and robes and rhinestones and gems and necklaces, and he walks with a certain confidence about him. And well, I came home after Master let us come home.
Mm-hmm.
I have some things I'm working on here. which I actually could have you take a look at.
Ooh, yes. Yes, what are they? I want to see the things.
Yes, well, see, and then this is where he's going to talk about a bunch of technical things, where he goes, I found this thing where the bits and bob wasn't matching up with the convertinator, but you've got small fingers, so I think you should come take a look at it. I tried my Charge-a-Bonter, but it didn't work.
Have you considered using the Wizagig?
Well, yes, of course I did.
I
That's
Gnomish.
Artificery 101.
But I don't know
see.
this.
Was there an issue with the nodulators on the spindle?
No, I think that was perfectly fine, which is why I chose this project, because
I see.
it was in really good condition. It just needs some touching up, and honestly, I'll have no use for it when I'm done with it. It's just a project. So yeah, you want to go see it now?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, so Tevenair and Phlebotomus are deep in mechanical talk, and they just walk off.
I'm just gonna follow.
You guys don't follow?
I don't know where else to go, so
Lakir
yes.
looks at you and goes, we will take care of Quella. Do you know how soon you'll check in, how often you'll be back?
I have no idea, but we will be back as soon as we're able to uncover something.
Send letters to the Mirthor family. And, I'm sorry, your last name, Sir Ixidor?
Morthorn.
Martin. We will keep an eye out for you. Thank you. Alright, and so you guys get going. And you're actually going to head, this is your card for the east of town. You're going to head to the south side of Hrive Toina. And it's dark now, by the way.
Still water coming out of the
Everyone's gonna know where we've been because there's just a fucking
trail of
You
water.
still,
There's just a river.
Kieran, you still haven't explained what's up with that. Like, I know it's not
I
wasting
believe
water.
he's just causing mischief.
It's not wasting water, but it sets me off. It really ticks me off. It grinds my gears, Kieran.
Well, replace your gears then.
It really cheeses me.
What, is he your new Moofy? I
Yeah.
heard enough of you bickering with Moofy all the time. Why does it gotta be a new person?
Oh, you
I'm a
used to.
junior archdruid. I'm a junior archdruid now.
So you
No,
used to
you're not.
bicker with
Yes,
this
I am.
movie. did you?
Archdruid Kieran.
Yes.
I'm a junior archdruid.
This is true.
Yeah, see?
I made him that.
It's true. I have authority.
What's this? What's this on your belt? What's this? Why does it have Master's symbol on it?
This is his Tools of the Aspiring Master.
Where the heck did you get that?
I found him in his freaking ancestral, you know, the one that was all like abandoned. His
What?
ancestral, like,
No, he never talked about his past.
not to you. Well,
Oh.
He's lying. You're lying.
No, we were there when he found it.
I was there.
That's true.
I bet you 10 gold. I know more about Master's whereabouts than you.
Oh, well, your bet's on.
Okay? You tell that one where you think he is, and I tell that one where I think he is.
Okay.
And then this one decides which one of us seems to have the better lead on it.
Okay, just 1 second.
Are you gonna message Josh?
No, I'm trying to see if there was, shoot. I remember there was that place, like the jungles or whatever,
Oh, yeah.
where he,
So his original home was believed to have been in some mystery jungles, but no one knows where.
okay.
Remember you talked to that ghost who tried to even find the original home of the Durgeddons?
Was there a name dropped for the general region, or am I imagining things?
Just jungles.
Okay.
And I'll hold the gold.
No, I'm holding the gold.
No, Ixildor will hold the gold.
Ixildor,
Yeah,
here's my gold.
thank you.
And here you go, sir.
He's in jungles.
Is that your final answer? TikTok? I haven't told Dave.
Ixildor.
Yeah.
Is Chult a jungle?
Yeah, kind of.
He's there.
In short.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, alright, you next?
Alright. I found out. Remember how I'd wander off?
Yes.
Miss training all the time?
Yes, all the time.
Yes, I was speaking to people and learning about the area. There's an artificer guild in the Lake of Steam that apparently our master belonged to, and they're the reason he got enlisted in the wars. So I'm guessing that he is back with his guild in the Lake of Steam. And I also know that both Cherish and Moofy joined that guild.
Really? And they didn't tell me?
You and
Well, then
Corfor just
He kind
walked
of
off?
dropped you off, didn't he?
Whoa. Maybe, but
May I make an insight check to try to read this person's body language?
Yeah.
Yeah. 10.
Use that inspiration.
Yeah, I'll use the inspiration.
Guidance.
And
No.
again, that will be a DM's decision if I get guidance or not. But total of 12 so far.
This guy thinks he knows everything. He is standing with so much confidence, and he's speaking with confidence, and he's not blinking, he's not looking around or fidgeting. He is just, but he's with his guild.
Yeah, I'm sure. You were the person that got the participation trophies in high school, weren't you?
He pulls out his gun. His big thunder cannon gun. It's like, it was by his leg. I mean, it's like the size of his thigh. And he's just like, do you want to find out if this is a participation trophy? Electricity going.
Remember, mate, I'm better at close-hand combat than you are.
This thing shocks anyone who touches it.
I don't believe you.
It's true. Want to see?
Wait.
I'm gonna reach out and touch it.
It makes an arc.
I want to lick it.
Let him lick
Do
it.
that.
Let him lick it.
My tongue is numb.
I'll have my 20 gold.
Now hold on.
I give you the 20.
Hey!
No, sorry, bud.
Hey.
We'll take this as payment for the item I'm about to give you.
Oh.
Or, I mean, the project you're about to work on. Anyway,
Yes.
we're gonna head to the junkyard. So he takes you south, where you're walking between tons of abandoned buildings. They've come out of use and they've come into disrepair, which is funny for a Wood Elven city because it just means it's become overgrown. There's no longer living quarters on the inside, it's just branches and roots that have grown inside these buildings. And he takes you through, there's no lanterns lit, there's no candles lit, so he's using his gun as a flashlight, and...
That's safe.
and, so whatever.
You cast some really strange shadows.
There's lots of, rubble that you guys are walking between, and eventually you get to a junkyard of wagons with broken wheels and broken axles and broken covered wagons and broken carts, and then it gets a little bit bigger where there's actually there's a big broken airship. And it's already junked. I've already taken everything out of it. But the only thing here that I felt was worth it is this. Walks you to the end and covered in grass, but for the most part, like the legs of it are covered in grass, but the inside is open and rearranged, and all the nuts and bolts are covered in an arranged diagram. He goes, "This is what I've been working on." Roll to identify it. Would that be history?
History could work.
I would let you do Tinker Tools for yours, but if you guys want to identify it, history.
So that's...
I would eat.
I've got a slight bonus to that, sure.
I have double proficiency in that. don't I?
6.
You don't know what this is. You're too young. You have no idea.
Gibberish to me.
So remind me, for rolling Tinker Tools, what would that be? That's my intelligence.
It's your dex and your proficiency, isn't
my
it?
dex and my proficiency.
Well,
No, I would
each
take
check can be different. He just gains his proficiency bonus in a check that...
Oh, then
So
add.
if you want to make it intelligence,
Yeah, can you do
certainly
your intelligence and your proficiency?
7.
It's a bunch of mechanical.
I got a natural 20. Yeah.
It's an elven forest walker.
Oh, baby.
Dieter, will you please explain what that is?
Yeah. Forest Walker, also known as a Tree Strider, is essentially a large troop, not large, small, medium kind of vehicle. It's for troop transport and patrols.
It looks like a big four-legged spider.
Well,
8.
more than 4 legs. It's like 8. Yeah.
It looks like a big. You know the Guardians in Breath of the Wild?
Yeah.
I think it looks like that, but
Minus-
it's 10 feet by 10 feet by 10 feet by 10 feet. It's a.
Yeah. It's essentially just a platform. Sometimes they have like a roof, kind of like a gazebo.
Looks like a big one-bodied spider, and it
Yeah.
crawls through the trees and the brush.
Yeah, it's essentially a mechanical gazebo spider.
That's incredible. And it works?
Not yet.
Not yet. But it can work.
Frankly, I've run out of ideas with this thing, and I think it's... What am I going to do with it? Sell it to who? No one cares. but for 10 gold, you just bought yourself.
Garbage.
Yes.
We bought potential.
There you go.
Yes, it's beautiful. It's wonderful. It's the coolest thing in all Faerun. I love it. I'm gonna kiss it. Mwah. It's perfect.
Now you have tetanus.
I have tetanus now.
Also, I think I could use a man of your talents.
I was actually hoping, when you get it working, you take me back to the guild.
You got a deal.
Mm-hmm.
In exchange for your assistance in something.
What?
I've engaged in a very, very respectable cultural tradition known as switches at
Oh,
dawn.
God.
I could use a strong lad
I know
like
about
you.
switches at dawn. Ugh! I have to, don't I?
You really do.
It would be the noble thing to do.
Ah! Fine.
Yes.
I will be on your team.
Very good.
I'll be your cheerleader for Switches at Dawn. It's tomorrow morning, yes?
Aye.
Where?
I'll give him the details.
The groves. In the
Yeah.
groves. You're gonna do it amongst the wheat fields while everyone's cutting wheat?
There's a reason for
That's
it.
a lot of bystanders.
I'm sure they want an audience.
Yeah, it's a lot of people who are gonna see it.
There's a lot of people that work there too. If you know what Switches at Dawn is, then you know the purpose of it.
Yeah.
All right then. The Groves is the
I
perfect
mean, what?
place
You've had
for
a
it.
dozen in the last 15 years?
17.
Now, that being said, I've been gone for 10 years, so I haven't seen one since one of your early ones. Against that guy. You know that guy who hangs around here?
Oh,
Harfer.
the relaxed fellow.
Yeah, I had to kick him out of the Elven Forest Walker multiple times. He peed in it once.
He peed in it.
Yeah. He said he was sanitizing it for me.
That's not sanitizing it.
Yeah, that guy. When you had your Switches at Dawn with him. I saw that one.
That was a fun one.
What dare say caused that?
Did he pee on your shoes?
Actually, I think it was the peeing on the shoes.
Oh my god. This
think
guy's
it
pees everywhere.
What exactly? Have we established exactly what Switches at Dawn is? Do you just beat each
No,
other
they've
with
never
switches?
seen it. They've never seen it.
No,
I know
No,
what it is. I've seen it.
No, you have to see it.
What is it?
You'll see.
No.
it's
You'll see it.
no. I've told you enough already.
No.
It is a ritual duel
Yeah, you're good enough that.
where the other team may try to assassinate me,
Yeah.
and you may assassinate her. Although she has a role in the community, so it would be frowned upon.
Basically, each team makes sure the other team doesn't help their person. Have you ever been to like a brawl, like where people bet on two guys fighting and wrestling?
A fight pit.
Yeah. The problem with those is you get people in the audience who are doing magic and stuff helping their side win to earn more money. It's our job to make sure that no one else in the audience is helping their side win.
Aye. Alright.
It's pretty much it.
Yeah, they get...
We get mostly naked and whip each other with switches, and you just have to participate and make sure nothing shady happens.
So you do beat each other with switches.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, if I took my shirt off, I could show you the scars of ages.
Oh gods, if we got this elven forest walker working by dawn, imagine the size of the switch it could hold.
Well, I have to be the one that holds it.
Just pilot it then.
It doesn't really work like that. There's a space constraint.
You're not gonna work on Midsummer, are you?
Well, this is something.
How badly do you want to get it working?
You can work on Shield Meat. What are you gonna do here in Shield Meat?
You
You don't have
Shield
any
meet is
ancestors
usually
here?
the day
Yes.
everyone is just hungover. So,
Yes, I know shield meats. I'm a gnome.
congratulations.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm happy to be a gnome.
It'd be a once-in-a-lifetime thing to do on a Gnomish Shield Meat.
Yeah, alright, yeah.
Alright, where are you guys sleeping tonight?
Suppose we need a room in an inn.
Well, we're going to my place. I'm the Archdruid.
Yes, I'm the junior archdruid, in case you haven't heard.
Alright, so switches are done then. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm going home.
Goodbye.
And that's gonna be our episode 28. Not Switches at Dawn yet.
We're getting there.
We're getting there. Suspense. Okay. Thank you guys for joining us on Downstairs and Dragons, where we play D&D in our basement as per tradition. So glad to be back in my basement playing D&D. Thank you guys for playing with me. Thank you guys for joining me. Make sure you have fun, and we will talk to you later.